seconds and counting.
Hey, what's good, guys? It's Clutch here and Essam here back in another video. And the Houston Texans have just hired Bobby Slowik to be their team's offensive coordinator. And it happened pretty early this morning. I mean, like around 10:30 Houston time or so around there. And it's pretty exciting news. I think everybody was pretty excited and overblown with the Cliff Kingsbury interview news and pretty much thought, hey, it's probably going to be Cliff. And then out of nowhere this morning, it ends up being Slowik. And I'm pretty happy about it. I mean, you couldn't really go wrong with either one. I mean, each one, we're going to have a pretty diverse offense. I mean, pretty different than what we're used to seeing. With Bobby Slowik, we're going to be running more of a West Coast offense, getting more of the slot wide receivers involved, I guess, getting more more horizontal plays like crossing routes, play action crossers, stuff all over the middle of the field. Get wide receivers space to make plays, kind of like what they do for Deebo Samuel. Get him on crossing routes, just get the ball in his hands, let him work. It's all about timing. That scheme is heavily timing dependent. So it's like at a certain second on that specific play, the receiver should be in a specific spot. The quarterback should have the ball out of his hands at a specific time. And it's all about timing, really. I mean, obviously, plays are going to break down. You're going to need the quarterback to make plays outside the pocket. You're going to need receivers to make adjustments in their routes, get open, as you do see in the modern-day NFL. Pretty much like 10 times a game, if not more. I mean, there's a lot of off-script plays now. But yeah, as far as Bobby Slowik, he started off as a defensive quality coach. So I think that makes me like him even more. He's not only offensive minded, he has a little bit of the defensive look. So when he's creating plays on offense, calling plays on offense, and trying to pick mismatches against the opposing team's defense, he's going to be able to see and look and be like, he's going to have a little bit of defensive insight being a former defensive coach. Sure, maybe it wasn't no defensive coordinator job or like defensive assistant job, but I mean, a defensive quality assistant, I mean, you're still going to have to do stuff on defense. So he's going to have a little bit of defensive insight, and it's going to help him be a better offensive coordinator, or at least it should on paper. I mean, when you look at it. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about the hire. I feel like everybody pretty should be. Apparently, he was a OC or a guy that was being targeted to be the OC for numerous teams. He was a heavily targeted guy, and he ended up coming to the Houston Texans. And I think that says a lot. That says a lot about DeMeco Ryans, and that says a lot about the team. It shows how much, I guess, respect people around the NFL have for DeMeco Ryans, and how much people think of the Texans on the upcoming rise in the near future. And I think it's very good. I mean, obviously, we've gotten some of the better targets for, of course, head coach with DeMeco Ryans, OC Bobby Slowik. We got Cliff Kingsbury to come out of Thailand to come interview for us. I feel like it's been a pretty great staffing process throughout the whole offseason so far. And one thing, I wouldn't be surprised if Cliff Kingsbury somehow comes onto the offense maybe as I don't know if it would be a QB coach, probably not, or some type of offensive assistant, maybe like an offensive coordinator assistant or something like that, or maybe be the team's passing game coordinator. I'm sure it had to interview him for some type of reason. Surely they didn't make a decision from between 2 days ago and not today. Surely it wasn't that fast. I mean, you never know. But I think there's a chance he could be on the staff at some point. But yeah, what do you guys think about Bobby Slowik? This offense is going to look very, very different. It's going to help the tackles out a lot. It's going to help Laramie Tunsil and Titus Howard become even better than what they were last year. I believe last year they combined, I don't think they allowed more than, I want to say it was 1 sack combined. I feel like that's wrong, but they were a very good duo together, containing both of the sides of the line, left tackle and right tackle. They're elite. They're an elite tackle duo, and I expect that to continue in a zone blocking system. As far as Kenyon Green and the interior offensive line, I'm not too sure how it's going to benefit them. I've seen a couple of guys put out that it's not going to really help Kenyon Green that much, considering it's going to be more of a speed. This is like zone blocking. He's not going to use his power as much. I mean, I'm sure he's going to be able to, but I don't know. It's going to be very interesting to see how he fits into it. But yeah, what do you guys think about the Bobby Slowik hiring? Do you think it's good for our offense? I know I didn't really mention how it's going to impact the quarterback spot. It's still up to be decided, I guess. We haven't really heard nothing about. I mean, obviously it's still early, but we haven't been to the combine, we haven't had any meetings, so I guess it's too early to say anything about that. But I would guess we draft a quarterback to pair it with a new offensive coordinator and Bobby Slowik. But yeah, again, what do you guys think about Bobby Slowik? And it's been Clutch City Entertainment, and I hope you guys have a good day. Peace.